Welcome to our virtual classroom. Join me for some fun learning. Hello, it's Miss Nicole of Legacy Lineage Online Learning. Thank you for joining me. We are back and we have a fun counting activity that we will be doing today. So we know that this week and this month we have been talking all about fall, our five senses. We took a field trip to the apple orchard. We did a fun story that taught us some facts about fall. We did the Motivational Movement Monday stretching activity to get those apples way up high out of the apple tree. We learned that instead of stretching, we could have used an apple picker and actually picked the apple out of the apple tree. Although stretching is really good to get your body moving. And we filled out our know, want to know, and learn chart. And so today we are going to continue with a apple story. And so today we're going to mix apples and counting. So I have a fun tray, and I don't know how much you can see as I record this. If I need to, once in a while, I'll hold it up. But I don't want to mess up our counting and our numbers because it moves. So maybe after the story, I will go back and show you what we worked on, okay? Or maybe I'll see if I can get some pictures as we go along, all right? Let's see if we can mix the technology that we need, okay? So, this story is Chicka Chicka 1, 2, 3. And I like to say Chicka Chicka uno, dos, tres, okay? So we're going to be using candy corn. You know candy corn? Anybody like candy corn? And it has 3 colors on it. And you can eat it, although I can't really eat this candy corn. So on our candy corn, we are going to be using number words. And on some of our candy corn, well, we'll try to put some apples and counting out how many apples on each one as we read the story. All right, let's get ready to do this. Let me see. Oh, in the fall story, where's the fall story? There was a page about the squirrel. And I'm going to sing a quick little song. So you got to jump up on your feet and stand up. And we're going to be pretending to be squirrels. So where do squirrels have tails at? Where do their tails live? Where do their tails live? If you know, start shaking yours. That's right. Their tail lives on their bottom, in the back of their body. See his bushy tail? And this squirrel is gray. He's gray. So we're going to sing a song about a gray squirrel. Okay? All right, you ready? We're all pretending. Let me see you put your little squirrel hands up as if you got a little acorn. They kind of move fast when they're trying to eat their acorns. Have you ever seen them out there eating acorns? Oh, they move so fast. And they're quick, too. They don't want anybody to catch them. All right, here we go. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Hold the acorn in your paws, hold the acorn in your paws, hold an acorn in your paws and swish your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Hold the acorn in your paws, hold an acorn in your paws, hold an acorn in your paws and swish your bushy tail. Let's see if we can do both together. You ready? Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, hold an acorn in your palms. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, hold an acorn in your palms. Now swish and hold and swish and hold and swish and hold and swish and freeze. Good job. All right, I think there's more to that song, but I don't remember it. So sometimes you just got to go with what you have. But I hope you have fun. Swishing your bushy tail. Gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail. While you're standing up, let's try another activity. Let's do way up high in the apple tree. Remember it? Here we go. Stretch. Way up high in the apple tree. I saw 2 little apples smiling at me. I shook that tree just as hard as I could. Down came the apples. Good. Want to do that one again? That was fun. Ready? Stretch your arms way apple tree. Now reach for them. I saw 2 little apples smiling at me. What are we going to do? I shook that tree just as hard as I could. Make it rain apples. Down came the apples. Good. All right. And those words are right here. All right. Let's get into our story because we have some counting and some work to do. Here we go. Chicka, chicka, 1, 2, 3. And in the front of this, you see, in the front flap of this story, you see all of the colorful numbers. All of the colorful numbers are there. Not all, but all the numbers up to 20. 1 through 20. 1 told 2. So let's get 1 out. 1. We're going to put it on 1. Okay? 1 told 2. So how many apples do I need now? 2. That's right. Let's put 2 on here. I'm going to do a red one and a green one. All right? And let's stop. And I'm going to take a picture of it. And I can put these pictures in when I post this so you guys can see what we did. So let's take it off and let's start with what it looks like without any numbers on it, okay? So this is what we're working with right now. Okay, I'm going to take a picture so you all will be able to see it. See what our chart looks like. I'll turn it around toward me, okay? For the picture, and then I'll turn it back around. So in this video, either at the end or in the middle, I'll stop and I'll put a picture showing what we started with. So this is what we started with. All the candy corn on the tray. All right, and then I just read the words 1 told 2. So let's put 1 up. And then I added a green one for 1. And then I added a red and green one for 2. All right, there we go. So 1 told 2 and 2 told 3. Let's fill this up with 3. Should we make a pattern? Let's try a pattern. So we had green, red, green. We'll do red to make 3. 1, another green, and another red. What did 1 tell 2 and 2 tell 3? They said, I'll race you to the top of the apple tree. Climb said 4. Let's do our 4. Here we go. So we ended off with red. So now we're going to do green, red, green, red. So that makes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And remember, we're keeping our pattern. So we're doing red and green and red and green and red and green. Actually, we started with green. So it says, climb said 4 to 5. That's still in 5. So if we ended at red, we need another 1. Help me count. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'd like to count those 5 in Spanish, please, before we continue. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. It says, climb set 4 to 5 and 6, bright little numbers that join the mix. Hurry, yelled 7 to number 8, slow poke fellow who's always late. So we heard some other things, but we'll go back and do those. Let's finish the story. Here comes 9 to the apple tree. Next comes 10 and then 11. So after we stopped on this page with 5 apples counting, okay, we put all of the apples on there. Time for another picture so you guys will see it. I'll put this down. Okay. And I'm going to myself so you can see, because I don't know how much you can see. Miss Nicole is in the virtual classroom all by herself doing this work with you also. I want to make sure you get it all. So there we have our pattern. So you'll be able to see our pattern where we filled in, there we go, 1 to 5. And we did green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. Let me add some sign language to that. Ready? Good job. All right. So on our other numbers, we only have some words. So these numbers, these candy corns actually have numbers on them. And then some candy corns have words, but then some don't, okay? So we need to find out what we need to put on the next one. So we said, here we go, climb set 4, 5, and 6. So let's look at 6. Let's look at 6. I'll hold this one up. 6. 6 doesn't have a number or any words on it. So what can we add to 6? Okay, let's see. How about we start with the number 6? We'll start with the number 6 on top. And then we can add the word 6 to the middle. 6. Alrighty, so now 6 has some. The next one is 7. 7 is just missing his number on top. All right, I'm going to show you the number, and then we'll go through them all, and we'll see if we can find 7 together, okay? So we just need to find the number for 7, okay? You guys see that one? 7 is kind of like a 1. It goes across and down. So you're looking for a number that goes across and down. Does this one go across and down? It goes across, but not down. How about this one? Across and down. I think you're right. We found 7. 7 goes across and down. And if you see in the bottom, that is the word 7. Siete. Siete. All right. So then what else happened? So it said, climb set 4 to 5 and 6, and then hurry out 7 to number 8. Remember number 8 was the slowpoke fella who's always late. And I like to say that 8 is like a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom. So let's get our candy corn for number 8. There's the word 8, ocho. Ocho. And when you say it in Spanish, ocho, it has 2 O's, one at the beginning and one at the end. O-C-H-O. Ocho. So that's how we can remember 8. 2 circles. So I'm going to pick up our numbers again, and we're going to go through, and when we see a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom, ocho, we know we have 8. Okay, we ready? All right, here we go. If you stop me, say, whoa, 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 I see ocho. All right, what are you going to say? Whoa, 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 I see ocho. Here we go. Is this ocho? Circle on the top and a circle on the bottom. Is this circle on the top and a circle on the bottom? Not yet. How about this? Circle on the top and a what? What? Okay, I heard you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You see ocho? You're right. Circle on top and circle on bottom. Good eyes. Good matching. There we go. Ocho. Ocho. All right, let's see if we heard any more numbers. We did. I think we got to almost 10. We said 8 was number late, and then it's is 8 is always late, and then it said chicka chicka 1 2 3. Will there be a place for me? And then I heard here comes 9 up the apple tree. So now we gotta stop and we gotta find 9. 9 is around and under. Can you say that? Around and under. 9 goes around and under. All right, let's see if we can find it. Here we go. Around and under? No. Around and under? No. Around and under? Yes. Number 9. Around and under. Great job. So now these candy corns are getting filled. They have their numbers at the top and their words in the middle. All right, so what comes after 9? It says next comes 10. And then we'll be done with this activity and we'll just read the rest of the words, all right? So 10 already has its number, 10. 10 in español. 10 already has its number. So it needs its words. So let's look at our words. And let's go through. And I'll say them in Spanish, okay? So this one says uno, or 1. This one is dos, or 2. This one says cuatro, or 4. This one says cinco, or 5. This one says tres, or 3. And this one says 10. Number 10, that's me. So this is how we're going to match this picture. 10 has its number there. And now we will put the word 10. 10. But I noticed that I still have some numbers, words, and actual pictures. So we need to try to match them with the rest, okay? I'm going to take another picture here and show you the work that you've done so far. So far, you have matched, you have made a pattern of red and green, and you have matched some numbers with their words. Let's take another picture of our progress. Oh, we're doing some awesome work here today. Okay, now we have some leftovers, and we have to find a place for the leftovers to go. So some numbers are missing numbers still, and some are missing words. So let's see. Let's mix them up a little bit so they're not in order. Make it a little bit challenging for your brain to really work. When my kids are working hard, and when they were little, and I would used to say, oh, your brain is smoking, because it means it is really, really trying to come up with the answer. So let's get ready to have our brain smoke. A little brain smoke is good, all right? Here we go. So let's start with this one. Remember, I'm going to say it in Spanish, and then I'll tell you in English, and we'll make its match. Cuatro. Cuatro. Do you know these words in Spanish or English? If you do, say it when I hold it out. Cuatro. What's next? Cinco. And as I'm looking at this, I noticed that cinco doesn't have a number on the top. So let's see if any of the number cards that I have that match. Let's see. Is this cinco? No. Is this cinco? Sí. Yes. So we will put this at the top of 5. And while we're still here and we only have one more left, do you know what number it is? I gave you a hint when I said we only have one more left, right? This is the number 1. Uno. Uno. All right, so now I have a few other words here. Let's see what we have. Our next one in Espanol is dos. Dos. What is dos? How many? Two. I think it's cuántos años. ¿Cuántos años? How many? Maybe Miss Nicole is saying that right. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me. So let's go back to what I do know. I know how many this is. Do you? Tres, or three. We're doing such an awesome job. And we have one more. And guess what's funny about this one? We have uno more, uno más, one more, and it says one. Great job. Oh, this was fun. Thank you for filling these out with me. And look, it made me kind of want to taste some candy corn. I'm going to take one more picture, and then when I get ready to show you the video at the end, you'll see the progress of the work that we made, okay? Here we go. I'm going to turn it around so you can see what a good job we did counting from 1 to 10 and filling out these numbers. We made a pattern. We identified numbers with our eyes. And we also identified not only the number, but the numerical word, right? Oh, so awesome. You guys are so smart. Thank you for helping me. There you go. Perfect. Now we can finish the apples, trying to get up that apple tree. Here we go. So we got to 10. What's next? Next comes 11. Wow, these apples taste like heaven. And one of my favorite things is to taste and eat apples at the apple orchard. They're crispy and juicy, and they don't quite taste the same when you get them from the store. They're still good, but something about when you pick them right off the tree, they taste so crisp and juicy and yummy. If you listen to our virtual field trip, I think you hear Miss Nicole smacking on one. Hot Pink 12, Lucky 13, picking apples red and green. 14, 15, can't you see? They all want to climb the apple tree. Chicka, chicka, 1, 2, 3. Will there be a place for me? I noticed that this number, he keeps saying that. Will there be a place for me? This one is concerned. This one is concerned because all the other ones are going up, but I noticed that he's still down at the bottom. 16's next to make a scene, climbing branches with 17. 18, 19, 20. Numbers, there are plenty. Chicka, chicka, 1, 2, 3. Will there be a place for me? Curvy 30, flatfoot 40, climbing up to join the party. 50's fine and 60's dandy. 70's hair is long and sandy. Chicka, chicka, 1, 2, 3. Will there be a place for me still? He's over here saying, where do I go? Where do I fit? I mean, I see something that looks just like this number, but at the end of 3, it made it 30. And at the end of 4, it made it 40. At the end of 5, it made it 50. But this one is not at the end of anything yet. He's just down there waiting. Let's climb more, says Treetop 80. Higher and higher, up to 90. Until at last there's 99. All the numbers are feeling fine. Except for 0, who begins to cry. Chicka, chicka, 1, 2, 3. Will there be a place for me? How does 0 feel? Left out, alone, wants to be a part of something? Oh, 0. Sometimes when you feel left out and alone and want to be a part of something, there's something great coming for you. And let's see if I'm right. I promise you, I've learned some things. Oh no, buzzing close, bumblebees. 0 hides behind the trees. See, 0 is not in the way. 0 is down at the bottom, and guess what? Because he stayed in his place, he's safe. Let's see what happens to the other ones. Get out of our tree, the bumblebees shout, and all the numbers tumble out. 90, 80, 70 fall, hit the ground in a free-for-all. Look at the bees. Oh my goodness. 60, 50, run. No more climbing, no more fun. 30, next, this sweet little 20. Numbers, no longer plenty. They're going down. 19 and 18, my oh my. Frightened numbers, jump and fly. 17, 16, 15 more. Now 14 has hit the floor. And 13, too unlucky guy. 12 had almost touched the sky. Bent up 11, wait, where's 10? 9, 8, 7, follow then. Twisted 6, and top hat 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, take a dive. Chicka, 1, 2, 3. Now I know the place for me. Remember they said, wait, where's 10? And if you can see up in the very top, 10 did not get out of the tree. See, 10 is blue. It's kind of hiding over here. Let's see what's going to happen. What do you think is going to happen between the 0? He said he found a place. And what is going to happen? Why is the 10 still at the top? Because all the other numbers tumbled down, down, down. 0 leaps into the sky. Brave little number. He's not shy. See the apple tree all full of apples. The bees were protecting their turf because bees are pollinators, and they actually, because of bees, that's what helps the apple blossoms to come out. Let's see if they, over here it shows us that they start off tiny and small. Actually, they're little blossoms and little flowers first, and then they grow bigger and bigger and change color. So let's see what happens with 0. 0 lands on top of the tree, joins with 10, now 100 you see. Chicka, 1, 2, 3, here's the place that's just for me. So important. Kind of felt left out, but in the end, it all worked out for his good. All the numbers come back higher and higher as they shout. Chicka, 1, 2, 3, 0's hero of the number tree. Sometimes the best is saved for last. The end. Chicka, 1, 2, 3. So, to end this story, let's sing a song about who were the troublemakers in this story. Who were the troublemakers that came along? And because they came along and they shouted, what happened? The who? The bumblebees. They came along and they were like, oh, get out of our tree. And we were saying, bzzz. Let's see if you can pretend. Can you pretend to have a buzz, a bee? Bzzz. I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Ouch! It stung me. I'm squishing up the baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm squishing up the baby bumblebee. Ooh, it's yucky. I'm looking up the baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm looking up the baby bumblebee. Oh, my tummy. I'll never catch a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'll never catch a baby bumblebee. Bzzz. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. And remember, you are the you in unique.